everybody, One of Weezum here, coming live at 4:10 in the morning. And what better time to do Skylanders research than, 3 hours before work, right? So this is my live. Just made a tweet about that while the other video processed. Other video being Dual Mode Duelist, Path A, Top Path. Forum is Gearshift. Gotta say, not a fan of that path. I didn't think I would be a fan of that path, and I'm not. The only way I'll be a fan of that path is if this one sucks, and I think this one looks like it's more up my alley. So, we've got the base upgrades covered here, and what we're gonna do is come in.
For another?
And for those of you that wanted the pointless cutscene, it's coming right up. Fragment Mode Freak, improve attacks in Fragment Mode. Now, if you're curious about Dual Mode Duelist, take those links in the video description. You can check that out and let me know your thoughts there. But we're going to go ahead Fragment Mode Freak here. I'm kind of excited to see how this one pans out. Now, Fragment Mode, this is Hoop Mode, primary 1. And then primary 2 is Dual Mode Duelist. Alright, so again, or Duelist I should say. Primary 3 is Fragment Mode. And what Fragment Mode looks like box stock, it's got this idle animation, if you will. And then the kick, 44 to 66. So he kind of shoots off little shrapnels or gears or something. So, and it's actually got pretty good range, as you can see there. It didn't contact the farthest dummy, but it's got the range. Actually, it doesn't, I guess. So, but it looks like it would, right? So, needless to say, not a total screen cleaner, but it gets pretty dadgum close, okay? So, let's come in here. We're going to get things started off with Enhanced Fragmentation. In Fragment Mode, press X to fire more fragments out. So again, we're currently shooting 2. We'll have to see. It looks like there's 4 on the screen. And hopefully they cover, since she's kind of doing the Chuck Norris roundhouse, it would be great if they fanned out, like it basically, 90-degree intervals or something. So 1054, that is our price with our discount. I just realized in our previous video, I forgot to do the Soul Jam. My apologies there, but okay, so we'll cover it here. How about that? Because I don't really feel like sticking it on that one. I guess I was just like so bummed out with like the lost potential of that path that I didn't even. It literally just dawned on me. So when I saw that purple over there, I was like, oh, that's the Soul Gem. Wait, we didn't take the Soul Gem in the other one. So, like I said, it's 4 in the morning. Throw me a bone. Funny bone coming next. Got to segue in again. Anyway, let's quit rambling and check this thing out, shall we? Alright, and I promise I will do the Soul Gem. If I forget it again, I will edit it into this video. But we should remember it. So, let's take a look at it before. Let's get up here so we don't see any damage numbers. Again, 44 to 66, what we're doing. Again, you have to switch.
All wired up.
Into mode 3, though, is the only downside. Can't tell. Is it 3? It's happening so fast, but I feel like there's a round of 2 and then a third one. But I saw. Wait, now it looks like 4. Yeah, it's 4. Or is it 5? I can't freaking tell, man. Alright. I think it's 4. It's looking like 4, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go with 4. That's really intense. Maybe it's like easier to tell when you're not up at this time in the night or morning. Enhanced Fragmentation. Shoot 4 fragments. I can't even type, man. This is getting bad. Still 44 to 66, but again, since we're shooting 4 instead of 2, that's essentially doubled our damage, and they hone in. It's not like a deal. Sadly, we don't have like the whole roundhouse 90-degree quotient thing. Although if I manipulate the analog stick, I can actually change where these go. So if I stand idle and press Y, all 4 are contacting that dummy, right? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to press Y and then immediately start moving the analog stick, and you will see them go towards the other dummies or the treehouse. Did you see that? Yeah, that's why we play the game right there. So that's pretty cool, actually. I bet a lot of people aren't aware of that. Now, if you jump up in the air, she can still fire them off. That's probably an easier way to count them, too. That was a pretty cool shot right there. So, yeah, I'm happy with that.
Ready for another magical?
It's also cool you can manipulate them that way. Don't really have great control, but compared to the gear saw, it's fantastic. So, that's it. Kick it into high gear. In fragment mode, press X to also release mini gears. Okay. Let's... does that mean like we're gonna shoot 4 out and release the minis? So once again, you have to cycle through. That's the only downside to fragment mode. It's the last one. Maybe they saved the best for last though. So here we are. We're gonna press X. Oh yeah. So it dropped 2 of them, I think. 2 more. How many can you have active? Looks like however many you can fire off before they time out, because they're just spamming the snot out of that. It's freaking awesome. Okay, let me calm down here, and we'll come up here. There seems to be more than 2. Let's stand here and throw it, kick at chaos, I should say. And first thing we'll do is get a time frame on the lifespan of these. Roughly 10 seconds. And there seems to be quite a few of them. So we got 1, 2 bias, 3, 4, 5. I'm wondering if we'll get 6 of them again, like the cartwheel. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't see the others. There's really not a good straight area. Whoops, my bad. So let's come back up here and see if we can maybe fire one down. I've got so many of those things to open. I can probably take somebody up to max level, whatever all is in there. There's probably some hats even. Anyway, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? 1, 2. They went away. Okay, let's try it again.
Make way.
Dadgum. I'm hitting the Nintendo buttons. Alright, so let's just get back over here. So, 1, 2. Is it gonna be 4 to 5 of them? There's 1, 2. Can't see the others. I think they were in the water. Probably not a big deal, but okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there can be 6. Somehow at this angle, 6 of them just dropped perfectly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Alright, so we've answered that question. There's 6 of these little guys. And let's see if we can make contact with a few of them now. Eventually we'll hit, right? Yeah, so it's still 10 to 15. So kick it into high gear. That's going to be kick out. 6 mini gears, not M-N-I, but M-I-N-I. Mini gears. 10 to 15. Or 10 seconds. 10 to 15. I'm getting real tired. You always know you can sometimes like run with your commentary, but when you like start trying to multitask, you can always tell. So that took a little bit long to figure out, but
Ready for another magical?
primarily we just need more of an open area here. So I'm excited. That's one of the things in Superchargers. I'm excited. You have to remember, Vicarious Visions is who gave us the training grounds in Swap Force. Prior to that, every time I do upgrades, I would cycle back into a Heroic Challenge and kind of go through there. I did, was it Lightning Rods I determined was the best one to showcase everything. And yeah, so the training grounds work way better for me. Anyway, I hope it's back, and I hope Hardware Overload is epic, because it's our final upgrade on Fragment Mode, Freak. In Fragment Mode, repeatedly press X to lob out a ton. So you're telling me I'm rewarded for spamming? Well, my night just got better. 1860 is the price, so I can repeatedly press X. I excel at repeatedly pressing the X button.
More power.
So let's check this out. So first thing first, let's see if we're still shooting 4 at 44 to 66. First thing first, actually, let's go into the correct mode, shall we? Yes, we should. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. We should have our little, potentially up to 6 there. So still 44 to 66, but... Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this chaos and anarchy. Now what I want to do, once we get a few of these set up, I'm going, and the cool thing here, I can go straight from Fragment Mode Freak into Hoop Mode. So boom, there's that cycle. Yeah. Shaka Khan, man. We got it going on right there. So, and they do the 30 to 45 there. So, spam fragments, drop gears, and they do their 10 seconds, 10 to 15, and then if you launch them by going into hoop mode or halo mode, if you will, and pressing the X button, they do 30 to 45. So it makes sense to me. Hopefully it makes sense to you now. Uncharted territory. It's coming up here because we're gonna look at the Soul Gem. And I didn't look at the Soul Gem last time for some reason, as we mentioned, so at least I remembered it this time. We got Swing Shift though. Traptanium gear is more powerful and can... Okay, so finally my favorite attack is getting out. I kind of like Fragment mode though, but I do really like this one. 130, 195 box stock, and it looks cool. That ain't bad. The only thing, and this is me nitpicking, and probably rambling a little bit, but I feel like the gear should deflect. If it doesn't have to be like close quarter attacks, I feel like it should deflect some projectiles or lessen the blow, kind of like provide some sort of a force field, and in addition to that, ricochet off and do like 2 to 3 or 5 to 8 damage. Maybe it's too much, I don't know. But that's it. Soul Gem, Swing Shift, Traptanium gear, more powerful, and you can switch modes faster. So that'll be nice. 2480, you saw switch modes every time we upgraded. So let's take a look at that first, because it's the less exciting, but maybe more important part.
Crank it up.
Oh yeah, so now it's pretty much instantaneous, and with the gear coming out, you're kind of safeguarded. Oh, what? Everything has changed. Okay, these are not the same numbers that we had, are they? Interesting. Alright, so let's take it from the top, shall we? Primary attack. 169. Good lord. We'll be our critical on that. Let's just try to get a feel for how often crits will come. And yes, I know what it should be mathematically. I'm just waiting. Because 170, which is one more than this, half is 85. So that would tell us 168, half of that. 169's in the middle. I know what number I should be seeing with their math. But will we ever see it? That remains the question to be answered. I don't know that we will. Alright, so apparently, critical hit, 253, thank you. Alright, so, once hoop, let's just do that. Hoop equals 169 to 253. And then we're going to slash there because, let's see what the gear saw does now. 26. Actually, when we switch modes, it's 40. So switch modes is going to be 40 to 60 now instead of 20 to 30. So switch modes 40 to 60, and then the gear saw is what, 26 to 39, because it was 26, right?
Crank it up.
Yeah. All right. So, but again, 40 to 60 is a big deal. There's our primary, 169 to 253. Switching 40 to 26 to 39 from the gear. And in Duelist, 97, 65 to 97, fantastic. Okay, so back up to this slot, Hoop, 169, 253, Duelist, what was it? I've already forgotten because I'm tired. 65 to 97, so 65, 65, 104, and then dash dash. So that would be 97, and then 156, right? Was that correct? I'm tired. I'm gonna type it in and just assume it is. So Duelist 97 to 156 on the crit side. That's actually 97, 97, 156. Let me fix that. What that is just me accounting for the critical numbers in a standalone entry in the spreadsheet anyway. And the tertiary, or not tertiary, but we'll have to check that out too. But fragment mode now. So we're gonna press B again. There's the gear. 57. Oh, man. Alright, so 57 to 85 on fragment mode. Mini gears look to be doing increased damage. So let's document that. I think I was seeing 13s in there. Yeah, so 13, half of that, 6.5 should be 19. That's up a little bit. So now the question, when we come in and we spam out the mini gears, right? Let's go ahead and get quite a few of them here because then I'm going to switch modes. We're going to... Yeah, no clue what that was. There's too many of them. So, switch... Actually, let's... Okay, I know what to do. So the cartwheel, 78. Really? You saw the 19 was critical. So half of 78 would be 39. So 78 to 117, right? Let's see if we can get it. Come on, man. Yeah, there it was. 78 to 117. This is super complicated now.
Your next challenge awaits you, Portal Master.
So that is the gear grind. 78 to 117, and then the mini gears 13 to 16. Yet if you launch them, they are something else entirely. Let's try to figure that out now. So we're gonna stay in this and do the tertiary, and then oh, no clue, man. No freaking clue. That's happening crazy fast. My bad. Okay, keep pressing the wrong buttons here. I'm right where I need to be now. So, let's cartwheel over here. Didn't contact any. Okay. Oh, wrong button again, I'm tired. Alright, cartwheel. Jump back. 39, I think, is what we're going to go with. So, cartwheel, jump back. Come on, let's see if we can hit that. I think we did, but I missed it. Okay, so these are just not on point at all. 39. We're just gonna confirm that half of 39 would be 19.5. The 5 doesn't matter, so 58.
Talk to Persephone when you're ready to learn.
And I think that covers it. Amazingly. That got really complicated. So now I feel obligated to go back in with Duelist and make sure that we have the same increases there. So I'll do that off camera. Again, I kind of botched that. I was so mad at that path, I forgot to actually do the Soul Gem once more. So anyway, the Soul Gem is quite the Soul Gem, is it not? I would have been content with just, you know, 130 has become 169 to 253, but instead, actually I would have preferred armor better, but that's another story. Kind of touched on that already. Instead, man, the gear changed everything. Every single attack that we have increased with this Soul Gem, so that's pretty cool. That said, this is Gearshift. This is her Fragment Mode Freak Path. I'm a big fan of it. It's Mode 3, Shift 3, Gear 3, whatever you want to call it. And it's kind of the long-ranged attack, and then with so many of these, It's just crazy. And then I mean, you can cartwheel around a little bit. Would have been nice if you could hold this down too. That never happened in the upgrades. But the fact that she can just come in and spam these off so well, and they cover such good ground, is really nice. The increase from the soul gem makes it even better. And then, like I said, if you do that and you cover the ground, then you can come in here and you can switch modes quickly. And when you do that, you can launch those off 39 apiece. Best of both worlds. So the soul gem pretty significant with Gearshift. But that said, thanks so much for watching. If you miss her soul gem, you need to go get that thing. I think it was in the Wolfgang chapter, Future of Skylands, maybe, I think. So if you don't have her soul gem, I would highly recommend you get it, because it will increase everything, including the primary attack. But everything is literally addressed with that soul gem, so it's very advantageous. That said, I definitely prefer this path over dual mode duelist. I will go back and get the soul gem, make sure it doesn't change things even more so than it did here in Fragment Mode Freak. But as always, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, found it helpful. You can check out the exclusive attack damage number spreadsheet on my site, or the Skylander Club Forum. You can check out the videos for her base upgrades and dual mode duelist by taking the links to oneofwisdom.com or the Skylander Club Forum. You can follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. If you have not checked out the Skylander Club Forum, I encourage you to do so. SkylanderClub.com. If you like what you see, sign up. We would absolutely love to have you. But for myself and Ms. Gearshift, thanks so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. More importantly, let me know which paths you prefer and why with Gearshift. And I will catch you back here for more Skylanders Trap Team research.